Hey guys, welcome back to another video here. Today we're going to be talking about the features and what Top Thrill 2 really has to offer. After we had received more video from Cedar Point and we have received more images and much more content like a POV and stuff. So it's pretty cool. So with that said, without further ado, let's get into it. See, the track here looks pretty nice, and the train looks nice with the blue and the silver. The big wheels, as you can see here, they're inside the LSM compartments, electrically doing all that stuff. And then we can see here that they're starting to slowly ramp up on the launches. And we got the VP of Maintenance and Construction here. They have made this ride able to go over the top hat, just like right here at a 120 miles per hour. As you can see, we have our first little bit of a POV right there. The first time that it has made it over the top hat. As we can see, it goes up the backwards spike here. It goes up a pretty good amount. And then what we see right there is a big head chopping moment, and that might be very, very good. That may be a world-class head chopper. And that's it. So with all of that said, we have all those elements and everything. So let's talk a little bit here. So what we have is a switch track. So we're going to talk about just the full layout here, and I'm going to go individually into each thing to talk about what this has to offer. So that way I can get all of you thinking as well, and then you can let me know what you think in the comments. So to start, the ride is in the station, of course. Start the ride, you go through a switch track, and then you start to hit those LSMs. Then what they do is they have engineered the switch track in such a way that it can move very quickly because it needs to move quickly. So that switch track switches as you accelerate. The first launch is 74 miles an hour. Going forward, you reach about 180 to 200 feet, and then you roll backwards, which is going to have some nice air time between the forwards and backwards switch, especially if you are in the middle or back row. Then what you start doing is you start falling backwards. Now, going backwards, you might get some really good airtime going back down that hill. You might get good airtime, some floater a little bit. And then what you start doing is you hit those LSMs again, you're going backwards. You get up to about 101 miles an hour, which is what Zamperla said was the acceleration for that second launch. So what I have a fear of, let me know what you guys think of this, is getting pinned to the lap bar as you're going backwards. That's the one fear that I have about that. But once again, if you're going backwards, you're flying backwards, and you're going under that station where you get that head chopper, which I don't know if it's going to be as effective going backwards, because honestly, the first time you ride it, you might not even be thinking about what's back behind you. So I don't know how that's going to feel, but let me know what you think. When you go off that spike up there, in the back, you go backwards, you hit that 101 miles per hour, then you go back, then you go off that spike, which you might get some G's going backwards, going back up that hill, but you go up, and then you're probably going backwards up that spike. You're probably gonna get some crazy hang time in terms of being there pinned to your lap bar, because that's a 90-degree angle, and you're pretty much sitting forward looking straight down. So that lap bar is the one thing keeping you in place until you start to go back down and forwards. Now, as for the spike height, so far what we've seen is the train goes about 3/4 up the spike, if not a little bit more. Which, I mean, what I would hope is that it goes way higher than that, at about like maybe like 380 to 400 feet. That would be awesome, because that's what probably a lot of us would like to see. Which, mind you, let me know in the comments what you think about that. So, in that moment, you're way up there in the air. You switch back to going forwards, and if anything, you're already getting a lot of speed in itself from going down a hill like that. So you're probably already going to hit like 80 or 90 miles an hour from just that. But when you switch, you're going to get some more floater. You're going to be out of your seat for a moment, and then you're going to come rocketing back down. So you're going down, then you hit that head chopper right there, which is the station that you just went backwards under. Now you're going forwards under it. So you get that world-class head chopper that might actually be kind of crazy, because you might just think that you're going to hit the station when you're not, which will be absolutely amazing and legendary. So then you go down, you go under that station, then you hit those LSMs again. You're already going pretty fast. So this is where you get to feel what Top Thrill Dragster felt like. You're going to hit that last launch, and you're going to hit 120 miles an hour, which is pretty fast. Like, really fast. Then, of course, you go back over the spike, and then you get those old elements that you used to get from Top Thrill Dragster. You get all that floater and air time from going through the spiral on the way down and everything else. You get way up there over that hill, you go back down through that spiral, and then you hit the brakes, which I'm not sure if it's the same braking system or not, which correct me on that if I'm wrong, but we don't know all of that information just yet, but we'll figure it out probably in the near future. But I mean, that's pretty much it for that. It sounds like a great layout overall. I like the elements, I like the floater that you'd get from it. Probably about like, there's a lot more airtime in it than there was before. And just the thought of being so high up in the air is crazy. I can't wait to ride it, can't wait until May 2024. I'm gonna ride it for sure. It's probably gonna attract long lines. And yeah, let me know what all of you think about all that and its layouts and the elements in the comments, and yeah. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you enjoyed my thoughts on this. The dive into what this really has, the features, and seeing that POV, and well, not really an official POV yet, but a little bit of what the actual ride looks like from the train moving. So yeah, there's all that, and I'll see you in the next one. Let me know what you guys think. Feel free to subscribe and like the video if you wish. It always goes a long way, especially subscribing. We've almost hit 100 subscribers, and I plan to do a subscriber special, and I will reveal that once we hit about 95 to 98 subscribers probably. I'll figure that out. All of that's in the planning. We're going to have a blast once we hit 100 subscribers, and I'll give you guys something really entertaining to see. So, without further ado, I'll see you guys in the next one. See you later. Bye.